Hey guys, RanqeustLP here, bringing you episode number 10 of Building and Beyond. Okay, so in our last episode, we just finished up creating our first farm, or at least our large-scale farm. We've got a 2x2 plot, one plot for carrots, one plot for potatoes, and two plots for wheat. And just to recap, obviously the front two are for food. The main reason for having two plots of wheat in the back is one is going to be, well, for the most part, one is designed to be strictly for the animal use going forward once we get our animal farm working, and the other one would be for bread consumption for our restaurants. We need those table breads for sure. So I think that our next goal, and that's, one other thing too, I added these gates here, and what I could have done was pushed it back right to about here. But the reason why I pushed it forward was because if I'm sitting here farming and I'm trying to collect a lot of wheat, a lot of times it ends up going into the nighttime and mobs spawn, but mobs cannot jump over this 1.5 block. Now the advantage of having this space here is that I get extra penetration when I'm killing mobs, because they can't actually fit through this space here. So usually I'll be able to kill a mob through a corner, and then you get a little bit more reach when you're trying to get some of the XP or the drops that they go. So I also went and added some lighting. Now the only thing that I'm finding, which it's not, I mean, they're not terrible, but I'm getting some really bad rates with these, with the wheat. Sometimes I'll get one seed, other times I'll get none. I mean, now with getting a bunch in a row, I'm getting a decent amount. But if I'm going around, you know, like a couple here and there plop up, I'm not actually getting a decent amount of seeds like I at least used to. So if anybody wants to let me know if the seed the seed drop rates have been changed, that'd be great. I mean, I know you can. What you can do is, if you really are low and say you have a fortune pick, which we do have, you can use a fortune item, and you won't get more wheat, but you'll get more seeds. And then if you use a fortune item on the potatoes or carrots, you generally get a larger amount of drops from those. Carrots, I have been getting great luck with the carrots. I mean, I have so many carrots. Potatoes, we're doing okay. We started off with less potatoes to begin with, but they're coming along. I'm doing some, pretty decent. I am getting a bunch of poisonous potatoes, which is kind of funny. But we're getting close. So, overall, I believe that these are doing pretty decent. So we're almost filled up here. But so what I do want to do is I want to set up a small, a reed farm, something that's at least manageable. You don't have to, go around the terrain, because I know a lot of this stuff I'm going to end up terraforming and changing. I still do eventually want to get working on a bridge to our monument zone over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all this wheat, and we're going to start digging out an area. Now, again, there are many different technical ways to do farms, and I think that when we start working on the inner chambers of the ravine, I think I may go into some more redstone-based farms, just because it makes more sense. People aren't going to want to have to come all the way outside. Ooh, hello. Uh-oh, I don't really have a weapon. Crap. Ow. Oh, no. No! Gonna skirt around the outside. These guys are jerks. Oop. There's a little cave down there. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so, when we get inside the ravine, we'll probably add some more technical elements, so possibly automatic farms and things like that, because, whether it's a dwarven city or whatnot, it's more likely that people aren't going to want to have to come all the way up to the top of the surface to have to feed and, get food for their major population down below. So we'll work with redstone and a lot of stuff eventually. I don't want to, I want to limit that just because I want to get as much going as possible. And as we develop, we can do that. And personally, I'm not the best at redstone. That's not really my thing. I've been more of a builder. But I will plan on exploring redstone going forward. So yeah, so the big thing with reeds that they need to be next to a source of water at all times. So we have a bucket so we can edit things. So usually what I end up doing is I just like to carve out channels like this for a certain distance. And actually, you know what? I'm going to change this up real quick. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do this. So yeah, I like to carve these channels here just because it makes it, you get nice long stretches, and you know it's easy to run through and collect things. And then usually what I'll do is I will cap over these water things, so you know as I'm collecting, there's no reeds falling in. And again, you know there are ways to make these automatic with pistons and whatnot. So, but all the farms that I'm doing right now, they don't seem very large, but the nice thing about them is they're very scalable. So, you know, whether or not I want to add multiple sections in either directions, or I can even go vertical with a lot of these farms, and get more bang for my space. And I've done that on different servers. I've gone through and I've created 3 or 4 levels of these farms downward. And so all you really need is, you know, you got to dig out the section. It needs to, generally I like to do, for those type of farms, I like to go with a 3 high height, which allows for lighting to be placed above rather than below. So we'll get into that. Eventually I'll start adding some vertical farms. If I get to the point where I want to really ramp up production and start filling different areas, then we'll go there. So, alright, so let's see. Now, in theory, you don't actually need to have a source block. It just needs to be next to, I believe it just needs to be, yeah, so it just needs to be next to water, period. But the issue with having the running water like this is just the noise tends to get annoying after a while. So, and then another thing, reeds will grow on dirt and or sand. So if I wanted to fill this with sand, I mean, either way that works. Nope, you are not a reed flower. So you just go around and you do this. And again, the nice thing about reeds is you don't have to, you know, you plant the bottom row and then you just shave off along the top. So it's really easy to know when your reeds have grown and when it's time to harvest. Because you can, you know, wait till it fully grows up to 3 or 4 height, or you can just come in and grab the pieces as you get them. And you put you right here. Nope, I missed. Here we go. Source block there. Source block there. Go away! I need to light that area. I really do. Because you are ooh! Goody iron. Where are you spawning? Is it really that dark down here? No, it's not even that dark, because you can't even get up here. Oh, I guess you can. Never mind. Oh, so there's some sections. Okay. I mean, the zombies are one thing, because they can spawn from ridiculous ranges. And they track you. I think it's actually up to 80 blocks away that they'll spawn and start tracking you. So that's quite a distance. I mean, I could cap this, but you know, it's occasionally nice to get some bonus experience. And if you look at my levels, which I'm going to knock on some wood here, because I'm at level 30, so I just need 6 more levels before I can finally combine those 2 picks. I know it's been a while since I first said I was going to do that, but you know, between being busy and and whatnot. Yeah, and falling off random cliffs and just silly things. I haven't been able to get up to level 36. We're gonna actually take all of these reeds here. And the chicken farm has been coming along. I actually don't have any more seeds, but you know, the plan is to get as many seeds as possible because you know the chickens need seeds for breeding. You know, I mean they don't technically need seeds. You can just use their eggs and get lucky, but you know with the seeds you just get an automatic growth potential at that point. So when you're starting out fresh, that's definitely the best way to go, in my opinion, because you know what you're going to get going forward. And you know all you really need is 4 chickens, and you breed 4 chickens, you get 2 extra chickens, you can kill 2 chickens and still have 4 chickens. So alright, so we had enough reeds, and I mean this is pretty basic. You know, there's not much to this, but it's really effective because reeds actually grow pretty quickly. And you know what I'm going to do is I can't block this one, so I need to take some cobble, and I mean this isn't anything really special. You can use any sort of block going forward with this, and then I like to encircle, and I can come straight here because there is a source block, and go figure, I'm out of cobble. And I know I have plenty of cobble all over the place. I just gotta find it. And that guy has been there since the beginning. I actually gave him a little bit more land. He's been on that little island ever since I came over to this world, and it's absolutely hilarious because he does not leave that island. You know, he's afraid. He thinks that his grass is the greenest compared to any of this stuff over here. So I squared off his little island a little bit and gave him a little bit more land. I'm gonna name him. I don't know what, and you know, if you guys want, you can leave some suggestions in the comment box. But I will name him something. I don't know, but something, because he's been loyal. And I like him. Sheepy. That's not going to be his name. But that's Sheepy for now because I don't really know. So. What are you doing? No. Skeletons are kind of scary, regardless, but we are battle-tested warriors. No. Ah, there you go. And with every kill, we chip away at that awful 36 amount of levels that we need. Hello, zombie. And so we can I can show you exactly how this works. So, yep, you notice as long as the gate is closed, that's important because I accidentally forgot to leave the gate open. You can sit here and pretty much farm zombies because all this stuff is lit. They will not, generally speaking, they should not spawn behind me unless, you know, you get one of those random zombie hits. Or a zombie spawns from a hit. But yeah, so you can come in, bloop, come back in. Alright, come on. Is it open? Is it closed? Ooh, spider. And so the spiders honestly are the only... Well, spiders and skeletons are honestly the only thing you have to worry about. Because as long as you can, you know, get the run down, you know, even a creeper will not be able to run through this area. So, oh, little guy. And see, the little guy, he can definitely fit through there. But his hitbox doesn't allow it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. And this is what I've been doing. You know, for the past couple days, I've been, you know, farming a little bit, trying to gain some levels when I can. All while, you know, grinding for materials and whatnot. So I think that we can go out and fight me in the reeds. Die. Alright. Yeah, we just gotta get moving on this because, again, I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter. I guess I don't really need to do that. What am I doing? Where are you? There you are. You're in gold. You need to be careful, sir, because your gold plate armor will rust. No, I'm not really sure if gold rusts, but it can't be good. Give me some armor. No. Okay. Ooh, I thought that was a flaming zombie. Ooh, and we got some with shovels. I mean, the rate that zombies spawn, with the addition of spawning zombies per hit is just unbelievable. It almost negates the need for actually having zombie farms, to be honest. Like, there's 2 more. Nope, there's 3 more. And that one's got chainmail, so we're gonna go fight him. So again, one thing that this zombie change does do. Ooh, chainmail pants. Oh, I can't get them. Crap. They're mine. Take your own meat. Oh, crap. Get out of here. Get out. No. No! Bad zombies. That was a lot of keyboard smashing, but all for a good cause. Give me the pants. Yes. I don't care if they're almost broken. They're beautiful. Stop it! I have 32 levels! What do you guys not understand about this? Ooh, there it goes. Bad! You stay on the outside of that gate. I don't even care. What'd you drop? More meat. Good in a pinch, I will have to say. So what was I saying? I don't even remember because... Oh yeah, I don't actually need to completely wall this off because I've got that there. Let's get that, and then we start with the fences, and I'm going to do it on the back because it's quick. Where are you? Come on. Come at me, bro. Let's go. Oh yeah, so the nice thing about the change is that you get these villager zombies all the time. They spawn, I'm not even sure what the rate is, but they spawn pretty regularly, especially when you're actually battling zombies in the wild. And the nice thing about that is that, going forward, if we ever want to, add villagers to our city, all it takes is trapping one of those zombie villagers, throwing a potion of weakness at them, and giving them a golden apple, and they're poof into a zombie villager. A regular villager. So that definitely gives us some real options, and I like that change. That's been around for a while, but that change is really nice because it used to be that if you had a village and you didn't protect it and the zombies got to it, that if all of them died, you had to find another village and try to migrate villagers from wherever you were going, wherever they were, to back to your village. And that in itself was the biggest pain because, who knows how far you need to get a village, and that's assuming that, that was your first village or the only village you actually destroyed. So, good changes, definitely benefits us in the future. Okay, so you've got this basic setup, and I could add more. I'm not. Well, sometimes I'll add some like glowstone or whatnot along the base here, but and then what you can do here is a lot of times I will actually create some half slabs, which I believe, yep, I don't have enough, but you create the half slabs, and then all you do is boom. Cover the water, and you can just travel all the way across and grab whatever you need, all the way through, and you're good to go. And again, this is something that's completely scalable. You can, not only can you, go vertically, but these strips, they're not limited to this 9. It's anytime, anywhere you have water, you can go all the way across. So if we need a large scale amount of reeds, which we will need a lot of reeds, because I do plan, bookshelves are nice. They add a little bit of color, some texture, and just something that's generally different when you're looking at different village, different rooms, especially in a city. You can have libraries, you can have just about anything, and on top of having the need for enchanting tables and whatnot. So we're going to need a constant source of reeds. We're going to need a constant source of leather, because you cannot have books without leather. So I believe our next episode, we're going to keep on going with this farming theme, and I believe the next episode I'm going to want to start getting some cows, because we've got our basics down. We've got the need for food, which we can use just regular crops. We've got the reeds down, so we can start collecting reeds, either getting sugar or getting paper and to make books or whatever. So I believe the next thing to do is to go on a hunt for some cows, and I want to set up some animal farms with different pens. Sheep, for instance, I'm going to want to have a rather large pen. I'm not sure what the dimensions are, but the reason being is I'm going to want to have a decent amount of sheep so that I can have them all either different colors, or I may even make a big enough pen to have enough sheep in certain amount of sheep with certain colors. I'm not sure. We'll see. I have done that before. I remember in one of the servers that I was on, I created a large square pen. So it was kind of in this shape here, with the center was open, so it's kind of like a courtyard, and in each there was a 16 by 16 pen lining the whole thing, enough to have one, each pen have a different color. And then I actually had a whole bunch of sheep as kind of the communal sheep, so you could dye those whatever color you wanted. That way, certain people could come in and get the color, the specific colors they want off the sheep inside the pens, and then if they really need a lot of wool in bulk, they could grab it out of the middle. And I may do something like that, or I just make something a little bit smaller. But either way, there will be sheep, and we've got plenty of them around. We've got some tending the farms. We've got our gray sheep over there, guarding the island, and they're everywhere. It's crazy. In certain servers, you'll have certain animals that are just all over the place. And so one of the things that we have an overabundance of sheep. Look, sheep, all over the place. Look at all over there. So we're actually going to have to travel. We'll probably go in that direction. Travel and get some cows, and I'll actually show you some newer items. I'll create some leads, and that makes traveling with animals a lot easier. But yeah, so we got what I wanted to accomplish. We've got a solid reed farm already producing, and again, you just come through. And ideally, you'd wait till you had more, of course, so you could just get mass scale. But this does the trick. You got a couple here, and again, these will grow on their own, and you don't have to sit on a timer. And with the large amount of reeds that were hidden, you're always going to have something popping within at least a minute. So, but yeah, so let me know what you think, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that for anybody new, you like my videos, subscribe, comment, do all those. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.
Here we go.